Malcolm, I want to start talking about the shirt you're wearing. In fact, Miles told me that you guys have a plan to go to Africa and to give back a little bit, which of course has been a major part of you as a professional. Can you take me through what those plans are? Yeah,
so we're actually going to Tanzania, East Africa. It's all part of my foundation and the work we do. For those of you that don't know, we build clean water wells for people that don't have clean water in East Africa. But throughout this journey, I've had my foundation now for 2 years. I try to bring people along, and I try to have been bringing pros along. So Miles is one of the NBA guys. I have about 10 NBA guys that are. So this year is Miles' first trip to Africa, first trip to Tanzania. So he's in for a really exciting and really sort of eye-opening trip.
Why has it been as important as it clearly has for you to use your platform for good like this?
I just think that's the way God sort of destined us to live. Muhammad Ali said, service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth. And I really try to live by that every day. And that's giving back. It's the way you treat people every day you walk by them. And that's what you do with your resources when you have them.
From a basketball perspective, that kind of embodies you as well. What's it been like to have all of these young players and to be a leader in the way that you have been this year?
It's been my role. It's who I am as a person on and off the court, to lead by example, but also challenge myself vocally to be more, just to be more vocal, just to allow guys to hear me more when I'm in the room, and to hear my input, because guys tend to listen and know I care, know I'm passionate, so they get behind me.
You were able to come back from injury and get a decent amount of games with Tyrese Haliburton. What were your impressions of sharing the backcourt with him and how you two play off each other?
People keep saying he's a great young player. He's a great player. Extremely unselfish. He's the guy in the backcourt you want to play with. Unselfish, skilled, and extremely competitive. So, I'm excited to share the backcourt with him. He's a heck of a player.
When you watch somebody like T.J. McConnell go through an injury and work as hard as he did to get back for the final 3 games of the season, what's your perspective watching that happen as a teammate?
It's hard. Going through injury is extremely hard, but going through or watching someone go through injuries is almost as excruciating, especially when it's a teammate that you've come to an organization with, you've built together for the last 3 years, and to see him go through an injury where he misses 3/4 of the season, it was tough to watch him, but he's a soldier. Came back and played well for the last couple games.
Having a building of full fans again after everything that you guys experienced with COVID, what did that mean to you to be able to have the fans support back and close to normal this year?
It was huge. This is a city that loves its basketball, that loves the Pacers, and they rally behind us no matter how good we are that season. They're rallying. So I'm very appreciative for our fans. I'm very excited to have them back in the arenas. Let's keep this thing going.
As somebody who wasn't a high draft pick, who knows what it takes to kind of prove yourself in this league, there were a few guys who I think accomplished that this year, and a couple who got, I think, very deserved contracts at the end of the year, in Dwayne and Terry. What's your experience kind of watching other guys forge that path that you know so well?
It's a humbling path, man. When you're not a first-round pick, when you're undrafted, or a second-round pick, it's your path is so different. It's so much more testing early on than a lot of other guys. You're technically a fringe guy that you don't know where you're going to land. You don't know if you're going to stick, and there's not a day you wake up until you get that security contract that you don't think it might be only a few more days that you have, and you're competing every day. You're competing every day. It's a hard position to be in. So I have a lot of I admire those guys. I'm very proud of the young guys that are able to battle through that and put themselves in a good position.